Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. That goes without saying, it's a huge day today as we begin the second and final season of Arcane with the premiere episode, episode 1, Heavy is the Crown. Normally I talk about a show before we get into it, but we all know that this is a masterpiece and my words pale in comparison. So friends, let's get into it. But before we get started, if you could do me a huge favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time we go live with Arcane. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, Arcane included, the link to our Patreon is in the description, my friends. But all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to begin and rejoin the fantastic city of Piltover, Zaun, and all of the denizens inside this magical place as we see how this story concludes. Let's watch Arcane, Season 2, Episode 1, Heavy is the Crown. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go. Ooh, you're perfect. Oh, they're going to start us in the moment. I thought we'd learn via flashback. He's alive. What about Mel? Mel was ground zero. They all were, but I mean, she was right next to it. How are they okay? I mean, if everybody else is dead, how are they okay? Two council members down. Is Caitlyn's mom? Oh, yeah, there she is. Look at her starting the lead. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What's it going to do to him? Oh, my God. They're going to join. He's going to become... Right into the intro. Oh, no. Oh my God. Is that Victor? Oh my God, I'm so psyched for this shit. Look at my guy, Victor. Let's fucking go, friends. Oh my God. Okay, so council members, Caitlyn's mom's dead.
There's an ocean so dark down below the way.
Let's just start with the banger music.
There's a silence so soft.
This show. God, this song's beautiful. I mean, Caitlyn's never going to be able to forgive Jinx, and it's just doomed between her and Vi. Just doomed. I mean, what are we, like 5 minutes in and I'm tearing up? This is crazy. I've got makeup on, everybody.
She was a great woman, a good friend. I don't know how we'll face this crisis without her.
There will be no more fairy tales of peace until we scour our basement of its demons.
So kind of you to assist Councillor Sallow, Mother.
Wow.
We flood the Undercity with enforcers, armed with hex tech.
Innocents will be caught in the crossfire.
There's no getting out of it now. It's gone, Mel.
Jinx has proven elusive. Our healing can only begin once she's been brought to justice.
The whole city.
If I may,
Oh boy.
it's imperative you present a unified front to the public, whatever your personal feelings.
I'll agree to endorse the invasion. But I draw the line at Hextech.
Can they even make Hextech now if the Hextech sphere is inside Victor? You still don't get your Hextech. And the heavens wept. Condolences. I always thought her dad was nice. He seemed the more sensitive of the two.
I had the shot.
No, you can't do that. Can't play that game. You cannot play that game.
The Kiraman key. No, I'm not. I don't deserve it.
Kiraman Key.
What is she still doing here?
I didn't realize that she was there. Look at the framing of that shot. Oh, it's just tragedy. If you could put a title on tragedy or a visual, there it is, folks.
Powder's gone. I can make this right. If you get Jace to fix the gauntlets, I can do this myself. No one else needs to get hurt.
They're sending all the enforcers after Jinx. I'm going with them.
Please, I have to help.
You can,
Oh my God. She's deputizing her.
as one of us.
Oh no.
I watched them kill my parents. Do you have any idea how that feels?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I thought you were on our side.
You didn't think at all.
Doomed. Just doomed. Hit. Who's this big guy? What in the hell is going on here, man? What in the hell? So Jace is officially out, right?
What's it doing to him?
Who knows?
All I know for certain is that it's keeping him alive.
It's keeping itself alive.
He was right next to me. How does the explosion do that to him? And I just walk out without a scratch.
Yeah, I really want to know that.
How'd it go with the council?
My mother's entered the game.
Ah,
Caitlin was there. You might pay her a visit. She hides
first-
it admirably, but the poor girl's in so much pain.
remember the first time he did that? Mel didn't know how to react. Now she immediately goes down to comfort. Beautiful. Boy, they have a way of telling stories.
Hey, Sprout.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
But then there's Jinx, laughing. I want to tear that laugh from her throat forever.
Kate.
I asked her to put on a uniform. Suffice to say, she declined.
Fine. Wear a badge.
Right?
Joined the Peanut Patrol. And I thought she had no sense of humor.
Like peanuts.
This guy reminds me of what Clagger would have been like if he could have gotten older. Uh-oh.
Junior Officer Nolan. Maddie.
Maddie Nolan.
She said, if every enforcer had a heart like yours, we could take on Noxus itself.
Huh.
After the sheriff betrayed us, well, let's just say, it's nice to know there's still good ones left.
I love this character and the character model. It's really good.
Duty calls. A real honor, Vi.
Well, that sweet little thing is going to come back and we'll find her dead. They're showing us the innocents on each side before the war. Yeah, they have plans. Look at the effing animation. Unreal. I like this guy's just with Vi now.
Our hope. Our curiosity.
Please don't be Jinx. Yep, this is a setup. They closed the doors. They're coming for everybody.
And Councillor Cassandra Kiraman were taken from us.
Ah, it's a cool statue. No, 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 no. Just scream, point him out. It's Jinx. Holy shit.
Awful, isn't it?
Yep. Oh my god.
Losing a loved one.
No, no, no. This is the Chem Baron. Oh no! Oh my god! Vi? It's on and poppin'. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, she just grabbed the gun. Oh my god, these are those enforcers like they had outside of the last drop. Oh my god. God, fall back. They are all shimmered up. Come on, Jace. Woo! It's sort of a very visible weak spot. People are going to grab for that. Here's our innocent death coming up. Officer Maddie Nolan. Oh my god. Vi needs her gloves. Just barely moved it.
I have an idea.
What are you doing?
Just gonna bring the roof down. Jace, you need to carry that hammer around with you all the time. Here's Chem Baron. Yeah. Oh, and there goes Maddie. Oh my god. Dude, get out there. I say safely. She is shimmered up. No. Oh my god, how deep was that? There you go, buddy. It's gonna cost you your life, but... Oh. Nice, dude, nice! Johnny on the spot, man. Yeah, he reminds me of Clagger had made it. He's still moving his legs. Oh, God.
My son!
What was that? Looks like the hammer. Yep. She's gonna be like, don't go anywhere without this. Vi, you're the only one that can handle this thing. Look at these four badasses.
Come on.
Get some. Jace, tell her how to use it. Oh. Oh my god, this is so good. Where is this coming from? Firelights? I don't know who uses spears. Oh, of course. Oh my god. You sons of bitches. Oh, I still hear stuff. Yep. I mean, there's hex techs on the table. Everything's going on now. Wow, her group tore through that shit.
A memorial.
Yeah.
They wanted the spectacle.
Yep.
Right? They're trying to scare you.
There's no talking out of it.
None of this is on our terms.
Maybe you should change that.
There's no stopping this now.
The hole gets smaller, but you never fill it.
If I go after your sister alone, one of us comes back in a box.
Yeah.
It's all coming apart.
No, it isn't.
She's gonna take the badge. Oh, no, no, no.
You're a caramel.
This is what you asked for, heavy is the crown.
How did they sneak so many of these things into the ceremony? I thought we took every measure to secure it.
They must have had help.
She needs hex tech. I wouldn't be put it past Mel's mom to have.
I am a decorated officer, leader of House Kiraman. Address me with respect, or keep your mouth shut. I will lead a strike team into Zorn with 3 objectives.
Oh my god.
Kate Jinx, dismantle Shimmer, and neutralize any agents still loyal to Silco.
She's got Vi.
We've got a few surprises of our own.
Oh my god, and then there's gonna be Vi. It's the gloves. She's with him. Oh no! We need you, buddy. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. We need you, buddy. Oh, what is this? This is the guy that works with Shimmer in the lanes. He's making like shimmered up animals. Oh my lord. All right, everybody, we just got done watching the season 2 premiere of Arcane. Heavy is the crown, and the only thing left to do is to talk about it. All right, everybody, we just got done watching Arcane Season 2, Episode 1, Heavy is the Crown. What I wanted to do, too, is because there's so many of these coming out so much, I'm going to keep my thought sections down a little bit. You know, I can talk forever about Arcane. This show is absolutely amazing. So let's talk about a couple things real quick about just the events of the day. We're literally picking up right where the events of Season 1 left off, which I think is a good thing. I don't think we need a time jump here because there's just way too much instant reaction to this that we need to see it. We need to see it real time to be able to get an idea of where these characters are. If we were to flash forward and, maybe have flashback, kind of a montage of them suffering or them, experiencing their trauma, especially I'm thinking of Caitlyn probably more than anybody else, but also Jace, because he's just he's being torn in different directions here. And of course, Vi just, again, we needed to see what happened here, and we were able to see it. And because if we just had cut forward and Vi was an enforcer, that wouldn't have worked. We would have needed to have known how she was convinced to put on the uniform and wear the badge, because it's not something, given her history, the death of her parents, the death of Vander, pretty much, in association. I know it was Silco, but at the same time, she lost so many people, many of them, as a result of the enforcers or enforcer involvement, or, because of the enforcers, you have Silco rise to power, all that type of stuff. She has a lot to be able to lay blame at the feet of the enforcer, so we desperately needed to be able to see how she was going to react and carry this. To me, having the attack at the memorial was basically the last straw. There's no going back for either side at this point. You have to have some type of resolution that is going to be built upon conflict. There's just no other way out of it. I mean, you have, obviously, the vast majority of the people in the lanes are innocent. They have nothing to do with this. If they are associated with any of the criminal activities down there, it's purely out of survival. It's not something that, they are actively engaged in the profit making of the crime. They are making money to survive, or whatnot. Plus, then you have the addicts and the people whose lives have been ruined by Shimmer and, the Silco via Shimmer. And, this is it. I mean, Caitlyn said it best. It's all falling apart, and it is. But the real question is, was it ever together to begin with? It looked like it was together, but was it ever really together? And I think therein lies the entirety of Arcane. We always talk about the dichotomy between the two portions of the city, the lanes and Piltover. You see the dichotomy between Jinx and Vi. You can even see the differences between Caitlyn and Vi. Jace and Victor, Victor coming from the Undercity. There's always a presentation of opposites in this show. But what they did was they made this idea that, there's two separate places, but we've got an unsteady piece, right? I don't believe that anymore. I think that we were looking at before was wallpapered and tarred up and kind of pushed into a semblance of looking like it was together by people like, I always forget Christian Avasarala's, the original police chief. Grayson, was it Grayson, I think? Grayson, Vander, kept the, made it look like everything was going okay. And in a weird way, Marcus and Silco made it look like everything was going okay. I mean, Marcus lied to the council bought it. Silco was doing his thing. He was subjugating the people down in the lanes. Everything, it was a way worse version of what Grayson and Vander had, because the Vander was trying to help the people of the lanes. Grayson was too, in a weird way of, keeping the people. If everybody stays calm and we don't do anything crazy, everybody can live a peaceful life here. Marcus and Silco went the complete opposite direction. So my point for this conversation is we look at the city. We have the characters, we know what their motivations are for all of this. The defense of Jinx, noted, Vi coming to grips with the fact that Jinx is gone, or Powder's gone and only Jinx remains. Just the idea of the warring factions of class society, the rich, the poor, the haves not. It's the tale as old as time. But at the same time, with this one in particular, I think that we are witnessing not necessarily, like Caitlin said, it's all coming apart. No. It's the realization it was never together to begin with. It was the extraordinary efforts of a few individuals that we mentioned that kept the city standing. They kept both sides from constantly fighting. They kept both sides from constantly warring or hurting one another, either via, criminal activity from the lanes bleeding up into Piltover retribution, or trying to round up criminals, or the whatever you want to call them down in the lanes. A constant, just a never ever being able to forget the idea that there are two separate places and they are constantly at war. Now we know that. It was always like that, and I think the person that is proven right in all of this is Heimerdinger, the person that I gave a lot of skepticism, paranoia, and judgment to in season 1. Heimerdinger had it right in that, there was a means. He was a little naive about exactly what was going on down the lanes. He realized that whenever he went down and, people weren't as nice as he thought they'd be for his overtures of help and whatnot. But at the same time, he was the one, and he's gonna his foreshadowing that Hextech is bad, is going to, magic is bad, is going to resonate through this season, through the end of this tale. We're gonna have the culmination of years of peaceful endeavors, or trying for peace. All that Grayson and Vander and Silco and Marcus did was lengthen the fuse. If the fuse was a minute-long fuse, they were able to lengthen that sucker to 10 years, 20 years, however long they were working at this. They were able to keep it from blowing. Well, the fuse has just gone into the stick of dynamite, and that's that. There is no coming back. There's no lengthening the fuse. There's no buying more time. So now we get to see what happens to Piltover, what happens to the lanes, what happens to magic, and I believe they are all intertwined at this point. And so we need to now address, this is now, if, it almost is like a search and rescue type of thing. We're looking for somebody to bring them back. Now we've switched over to search and recovery. We know we're not going to bring anybody back. We're going to bring back a body, or we're going to bring back a story. We're not going to bring back what we wanted to. We're not going to be able to restore what's been lost. And so we shift as an audience now, we get to shift our perspectives. This is not something that we want to happen. We don't want these events to occur, but we must bear witness to them. Before, we wanted peace. Everybody just stop. We don't need this fight. We don't want to get characters killed. We saw what happened to Milo and Clagger and countless others that died, in the events of season 1. But now there's no stopping it. The horse is out of the barn. There's no bringing it back. We have to ride now, and our job is to witness what happens here as these characters, the characters, and I say this a couple times, but the characters in the story gave us everything that we needed in season 1. They gave us the story, they gave us the characters, they gave us the motivation, they gave us everything that we could conceivably want up until the last second that Jinx fired the Silco fish rocket into the council chamber. They gave us. Season 2 is going to be about taking it away. They're going to take away people. They're going to take away the idea, the dreams. They're going to take away these things. And at the end, whatever the scales balance between the giving and the taking is going to be the conclusion of this tale. If it is more towards the taking and less towards the giving, we might be in for a tragedy. If it goes the other way, there might be a bit of redemptive, points and story beats to this show. At this point, friends, it really, really looks like we are watching something very Shakespearean. You know, we've got a Romeo and Juliet type of situation between Vi and Caitlin. We've got, I mean, it's very, the warring sisters, two sides of the tracks. I mean, it is as Shakespearean as it gets. And more often than not, friends, the truly great Shakespearean tales end in tragedy. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time we go live with Arcane. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description, my friends. But all that is then, and this is now, and now it's time to say goodbye. So where should we say goodbye from? I actually had this one figured out from the end of last season, friends. Where should we say goodbye from with this, the ending of the first episode of the final season of Arcane? The only place where we know if we look to the left or we look to the right, we see two different worlds. We're on the bridge, my friends, the bridge between Piltover and the Lanes. We're on no one's side because technically we're not on a side, but it's coming soon. We're going to have to choose. Whether our heart tells us which side to choose, or our brain tells us this is the more realistic option, or our morals kick in, or our wants kick in, we're going to choose a side, friends. Which side will you choose? Until we get to answer that question, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you